Well guys, I masked off all of the windows and I'm ready to paint them black. And then I still have the bookcase window to do. I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna try and get all this stuff done first. And then we'll move on to the bookcase because I actually still need to take off the blinds. Hour, 45 minutes in between each coat, and then hopefully I will be done painting the window seals today, and yeah. I'm finally done with one. I have 2 more to do. Wish me luck. Alright, so 1 coat of paint is on all the windows. This window, which was the first one I started with, it actually is dry, so I'm just going to go over it with a 2nd coat. Hopefully by the time that I get to the last window, that one's also dry, so that I can just take off all the tape right now and be done for the day. I have an idea of painting the bookcase, but I wasn't 100% sold on it, but now that I see everything else painted, it kind of makes me just want to go for it and paint it brown, so that everything just like has newness, if that makes sense. Like I want it to feel brand new. And so since everything's already like laid out, like the floor tape and stuff, like it might just be super easy to just do it right now before anything's in. Another week, another project. We are in the parking lot of Lowe's right now, and I am about to go get a foam roller so that we can paint the bookcase in my bedroom. I just ordered some hardware that are going to go on the bottom of my cabinets, which I think are so cute, and they're going to go really well with the handles that I also have for our bedroom doors, once those get stripped and stained back to the original wood, I'll put on the new hardware. But essentially, the bookcase is really the last thing that I need to do and paint before I can start cleaning up and then start putting in the furniture. I'm so excited to get to this step. I'm excited to move in and just feel like I have a fresh place to live. Like, we're staying in one of the other bedrooms right now and it's still painted the color that like we walked into the house with. Our entire first floor hasn't even been touched. So I'm excited because now in the upstairs area we have now completed an entire bathroom remodel, so that's brand new. And then our second room that we will have done in this house will be the master. So the 2 rooms that we spend a lot of time in will be completed. And then I'm ready to move downstairs into the living room, library. Like, that is my next target, and start focusing on those rooms. I don't think I'm going to touch the kitchen for a while. I hate the cabinetry, and obviously the butler's kitchen's so small. And I think we want to just demo the whole thing. So I don't even want to go in there and try and DIY quick fix it. The only room that I think I want to do in the kitchen is that breakfast nook area, because I think we will keep that little corner a breakfast nook. So I actually think I could invest in some furniture pieces for that space. But in terms of like kitchen dining, I'm just not even gonna go there and work on those. I'm gonna really focus on the hallway, staircase, living room, library, because those will all be the same. And again, in those rooms, I'm doing wood slatted ceilings with beams, and I'm going to order them. I'm not going to build them myself. I'm going to get them from a barnyard, and I'm so excited to invest in them. Well, let's go into Lowe's, get our foam roller, and let's head back to the house so we can start painting the bookcase. So I didn't do the best job cutting around the window, but I'm fine with it. There's going to be a Roman shade here covering this, hopefully, so I was fine with it. day outside. I'm in the master bedroom and I have a couple updates for you. So over here you guys can see a big box. It's actually our light fixture. I got a fan, and we wanted a fan because a lot of the upstairs bedrooms, just the air circulation and like, because it's on the top floor, it doesn't get as much like AC through the vents as the other floors in the house. And our attic isn't insulated, and that's right above us, and so we need to get that insulated because right now it's like basically just like heat being poured into this upstairs area. So I thought about getting a fan to hopefully help with air circulation, and I'm doing a couple other things to help as well, but that was one of them. But I thought me and Isaiah could put up the light fixture together. We looked at the instructions, bro. It is complicated to say the least. On top of that, we have concrete ceilings. Like basically, you need to punch a hole through the ceiling and like put an anchor in there. And I don't feel confident in me or Zay that we can do that. So we're trying to get in contact with our electricians because they were the ones that put the recessed lighting and like all of our lighting downstairs together. And so we're trying to contact them to see if they'll come and do this one. If they say yes to coming and putting in this fan, I'm like so tempted to buy another fan for another bedroom that we have that'll eventually be a nursery because I know that I want one in there as well. So I'm almost tempted to just buy both of them and then have him come back and just do both of them. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I thought I was going to be able to put that in this video, and I don't know if I will be because I don't know when the electrician's available to come in and put that in. And now that we have to drill a hole in our ceiling, we definitely don't want to move in anytime soon. So that's kind of frustrating. But on a different note, something that did come in is my handles for the bookcase, which I'm excited to show you guys and install. They're going to match perfectly with the handles that I have for all of the new doors. It's like that modern patina gold oval type. And I got these knobs as well for the living room downstairs. And I just did a poll yesterday because now that we're basically done with this master bedroom, like there's nothing else that we really need to do in terms of like super big DIY. We really are just waiting for the electrician to come in to do that project. And then I still have to strip these doors and get them back to the original color, but I'm still stripping the door from the bathroom. So these ones are just gonna stay up until I'm done with one, and then I'll take one off and do one. So it'll be like a slow, gradual process for those because again, sanding and stuff, that all takes time, but it's still like a priority of mine. Like I'm still like trying to find moments to do those things. It just can get taxing. But like in the meantime, we'll be putting up like our curtains and like my Roman shade. I ordered it, it's coming in. Once that comes in, we'll like wrap up all of the loose ends. And then when the electrical's done, we'll end up officially moving in. But I bought the knobs for this bookcase and then the bookcase downstairs. And the poll that I did yesterday was, what DIY project should I do next? The library piano room or the breakfast nook? And the breakfast nook won. So I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for the breakfast nook because I have no idea. I have no creative ideas for that, but I'm very excited to think about another project, design a new project. Probably won't start the project until we get back from Italy, which is in August. So we'll probably put a pause on a lot of like renovation stuff and more just like furniture purchases and hanging out with me for the rest of the summer will probably end up being more of my YouTube videos for the near future. Let's talk about the design that I had for this bedroom since we are wrapping it up. When I first started designing this room, it was actually at my old house and I knew exactly what bed frame I wanted, the sheet color, all those things. That dark bluish grayish bedding was exactly what I wanted from the very, very start. I will say that my nightstands, I wanted black nightstands, but we were on a budget and I did want like a 3-drawer nightstand, but I compromised and got something smaller just based on our budget at the time. But it ended up being a blessing in disguise because in every single one of the houses that we've moved into, our bedrooms are relatively smaller. It would not fit a big 3-dresser nightstand on both sides of our bed. So honestly, it's been a blessing because even in this room, I'm able to reuse those black nightstands for our side tables because they'll fit in this room with an actual dresser I purchased that's gonna come eventually as well. So it ended up working out in my favor. In my inspiration board here, you'll see that I have these beautiful pictures with patterns on them. I want you to know that I did this DIY project and I actually forgot to film it, but I'm gonna show you what the pictures are, and I'm doing them for this room to add more color. I'm not a very color person in general. I love neutrals because for my home and what I like, I believe that I can add color through my accessories and things like that versus painting an entire room a color, getting bored of that color, and then having to change and paint the whole room again. I am a one and done DIYer. When I do a room, I will keep that room the same forever. I do not like changing it up. I don't even like rearranging rooms. Like, I think when I do a project, I'm just like, I do it and I'm done. And I'm on to the next one. Like, I don't ever do anything that I don't like in the first place. So like, there's nothing that I'll purchase, there's nothing that I will DIY that I will keep that way if I can't live with it for the rest of my life. I'm a one and done person. Like, I can add on to it and like continue to make it more, but I'm not somebody that likes to change out things like ever. And that's just myself. That is not everybody, but that's just how I operate. So these are going on both sides of our beds above our nightstands. So it's gonna go nightstand, our lamp, and then either a cute picture above, just a small picture, or it's gonna go on the side of the lamp depending on what it looks like when the lamp is up on the nightstand. So it's gonna be kind of like a spur of the moment decision, but I did wanna add these next to the bed. So this is one. So I added like fabric to this piece, and then I just added our Polaroids in there, and I thought that was so cute. I saw that on Pinterest and was like, I want to try this. This one is, again, so cute, stripes. So when you pair them together, they'll be on opposite sides, but they really complement each other. And like, honestly, when you put them next to my green rug, it looks really good. Like, I think everything is like coming together, which is exactly what I needed for this room, because you never know with lime wash, right? Like, that was the first time I've ever DIY'd lime washed, and I was a little bit nervous because it was pulling a little bit yellow, and I was like, I don't want yellow. Like, my bedding is like an ash blue. It like almost has like cool tone underneath. So honestly, I was a little bit nervous at like how these colors were going to be pulling, but honestly, it's all coming together. On my board as well, I have a wooden 6-drawer dresser. I own a dance studio. I am a dance instructor for a living. I have a lot of workout clothes, sweats, and athletic wear. And for myself, to keep those as organized as possible, I knew I needed drawers. My floor to ceiling mirror is going to go on this wall right next to the bookcase right here. And we did measure it. Mirror here, the wood dresser here. Both of those doors will be wood. We've got black nightstands. We'll have dark colored lamps, colorful pictures on both sides, green rug, wood ceiling fan. My curtains as well in this board are this neutral color right here. I'm reusing these, the same ones we used in our old house. They're blackout curtains, and they actually match perfectly with the lime wash, which I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought it was gonna be a little bit discolored, but they match pretty perfectly, and so it's gonna be great. These are just going on the 2 windows I'm in front of right now, the ones I just painted. And then I've got like a white linen Roman shade that's blackout that's gonna go in this corner right there. I don't know how it's gonna look because everything else is kind of beige, so I think I might have bit myself in the foot with that one, but I bought it when this thing was white. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it looks. We just need something to cover it up right now. Once we get this light fixture in, we'll actually start moving in, and I'll bring you guys along the process. I just don't know if it's gonna be this week or even next week, I don't know. So stay tuned for that. But this is my vision board that I created before I started this project. And so now to see it full circle, I'm so excited that we're pretty much there. Like, everything is almost in. The only thing I'll be missing is the dresser, and that won't be in for a couple of months. So let's grab the hardware for the bookcase and let's see how that looks in this room. So this is the hardware I got For the bookcase, it's from Rejuvenation.